welcome back to Jack Builds R2-D2. Today we are doing parts 19, 20, 21 and 22.
Yeah, we are. And what are in those parts, Jack? What are we building in these parts?
So what we're building in these parts is in 19, it's nice and simple. All we do, so we have part of the leg, and all we do is we have these tiny pieces.
It's a really easy part,
yeah,
isn't it?
and we just slot them in.
Mm-hmm.
And that's that done. And then in 20, there's the sensors.
Bit more head.
Yeah, bit more head. And
bit more leg.
Yeah, bit more leg and some wiring.
And some wiring, yeah. 21?
21 is
foot.
Foot, yeah, foot. I've been looking forward to doing the foot. Because the foot, I think, is going to be really fun.
It's big as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's big because we've seen it's massive. So it starts out small, and then there's this giant plastic box that just slots onto it, and it's on both sides, and it just covers the wheel.
The foot's almost half the size of the leg. The foot's giant on R2-D2. It's one of those things you don't realise it until you actually look at R2-D2 and look at his feet. You realise how big the feet are. There's a lot going on with those. And we got to fit a fairly giant motor into those at some point, but that's not till next month, is it?
The motor doesn't look like a motor. It looks like a car engine.
It's massive.
Yeah, it's big.
Because this thing's heavy, it needs a big motor to move it. And then 22, what we did in 22, your favourite in 22?
22 is...
electrics.
Yeah, electrics.
Jackie likes some electrics. So we're going to have some more lights.
Oh, we've also got a new test board.
Yep. So we're going to plug that into test board and we'll see those lighting up in the LEDs. I don't think it's going to take that long, this one, to be honest with you. Because definitely 19. I think we can do 19.
Yeah, 19 will be
about
quick
20
and easy.
seconds. I think this is going to be a fairly swift episode, but what we have seen is what's coming in October, November and December.
Now, October is going to be really fun because, like, oh, man.
Should we talk about those at the end? Should we build this, and at the end we can let you know what we're doing next month, and we can crack on and get this done. Jackie is doing, as always, all of the work, but he's definitely doing a lot of it because Daddy is still recovering from a hangover from the Rorock year-end party, because Rorock and I had to party, and it takes me days to get over a hangover.
And also, I'm doing a new YouTube channel where I get to build wooden models.
We'll talk about that at the end. Jack has got a new channel coming where he builds wooden models. But we'll talk about that at the end. We're going to crack on and build this, and then at the end we'll show you what we've done, and we'll have a bit of a wrap-up. Sound good?
Yes! Done.
Is that one done?
Yeah.
See, this is what we're talking about. That's how quick that was. We literally put in this part and this part. That's 19 completed. It's a bit of a swizz. We like something to build, but that took you all of what? 8 seconds?
Yeah, 8 seconds.
Yeah. So
but it was kind of long until I got the hang of it.
Yeah, once you figured out how to do the one, the other one, it was fairly easy, but that's...
Oh.
Okay, so yeah, we're going to have to do it again. Oh no, it's going to take another 3 seconds to fix that. That way round. That way round. So once the other part of the leg's in, that'll hold in place. But I mean, yeah, it's that's it for this one. I'm so glad we don't buy this weekly, because if we wait a week to do that, I wouldn't be a happy man, would you?
No.
Okay, so we've had to get the head back out for part 20. These are the parts we got in part 20, aren't they, Jack? So we've got
more head.
More head. We've got the ankle joint.
And we've got the sensor.
We've got the first sensor. Now, we're going to leave this bagged because we're not going to be putting this into the leg for a while. And that is, what's the sensor actually going to do, Jack?
It's going to stop R2-D2 from bumping into things and stop it from going off the stairs and crashing to its death.
Yeah, so it's important that we have those sensors, so we're going to keep those nice as long as possible. We're just going to keep it bagged. It's weird that they give you this stuff early, but we've got it, and that's...
It is, because, like, it makes more sense to give it when you actually put it in.
Absolutely, but hey, it is what it is, right? So let's crack on with 20, and we'll show you what we've done. That outside screw there, can you see? The outside hole.
That hole.
Yeah. Perfect. Bit more. That's got him. Perfect. There you go. And that
is another piece.
That's another piece. So there you go. So we are almost complete with the head. I mean, I think we can put the head back on the stand now.
Sorry about the
terrible camera work.
Yeah, it's just we need to get it on the head frame. And
so there we are. So the skull, if you will, is almost complete. I think we've got 2 more pieces to go in there. And then we're built. So that's it. So that was a quick one as well.
Sweet. Righty. So we have done
21 we're doing next. We've had to go back to the box for the big metal frame that we built last month. And we also, that is just realised, that up. We also need the leg that we've been working on for the past couple of months as well. So what we're going to do, Jack?
What we are going to do is we are going
That is going to go into that. That is going to go on to that. That is going to go on to that. And that is going to go on to that.
Oh, that.
So by the time we finish this, we'll actually have the frame of the leg built and the start of his foot.
Yeah.
Happy days. Right, let's crack on. Okay, so Jackie has attached the...
Ow.
It's okay. Jackie has attached the, what's essentially the bone to the inside of R2's leg. And those screws were a little bit of a bugger, weren't they, Jack?
They were like really tough to get on.
So we're going to attach the ankle brace here. But what we're going to do is we are going to use a little drop of 3-in-1 oil, because 3-in-1 oil is an absolute blessing when it comes to these things, isn't it?
Because once you put oil in it, but not too much oil, because once you put some oil in it, it just slots in nice and smooth, and you just turn it, and it's like, ah.
So let's do that, right? So Jack's going to show you. It's just a little dip into the oil. Go on then, Jack.
Just a tiny dip.
That's it. Okay, and then we're going in here. I'm going to hold it for you.
See, it's that simple.
How easy was that? See?
So simple.
So there's your second screw. There you go. So load yourself up. A little touch in the oil. Just dip him in. That's it.
So smooth. It's just so smooth.
There you go. Job done. So that is issue 21 complete. So that is it for leg and head for this month. And we're now moving on to one of Jackie's favourite things. Electronics. So we're going to have to wire it up. And then we're going to test it, see if it works.
I really want it to work, because if it doesn't work, then we have, and we don't know, and we finish R2-D2, then we have to take it all the way apart.
I don't think we need to worry about that yet. But this is our electronics, so we are going to screw this together. We're going to, I think we'll do a touch of wiring on the back, and then we're going to plug it into the test board and see if it works. You got it?
Yep.
Nice and easy, these ones. Okay.
Boom. Spot on.
Spot on. Get another one of these.
And
Just loading them up. There you go. Hold them nice and steady.
Can you hold him?
Yeah. That's it. There you go. And that is your diagnostics. That is your, it is the logic function display. That's it complete. Now all we've got to do, Jackie, is plug him in and see him go.
Alright, so I'm going to turn it on.
So we've wired him up to the test board. So that's the...
Turned him on.
Give it a go.
Right, I am so excited. Sweet!
Excellent. Cool, cool, cool. Excellent. We happy with that?
I am so pumped.
So that's it. So that's 19, 20, 21, 22 done. Next month we will be quarter of the way through the build. Can you believe that? Quarter way through already.
No, I cannot believe.
And how cool is this thing? We're liking this, aren't we?
Yeah, we are. It's like...
Far away, Jack. Hey!
Then it brights up. So dim, bright.
Now, the camera's not really picking it up too well, but the bright is really bright, which is good.
No, but you can really see it, like, brighten up.
Yeah. So it's a cool little thing. So next month, when we do 23 to 26, I believe, we'll be quarter way through, and we are doing the foot. Yeah, and we will have the head finished next month as well, won't we? And
yes!
We've looked ahead up until December, so we know where we're going to be by Christmas. And by Christmas we will have the entire leg built, the engine put in, the wheel put in. Yeah, we'll be looking really good by then, won't we?
We'll be looking fabulous!
We actually start the second leg in December.
Wait, what? I didn't know that.
Yeah, we have to go back again. So unfortunately, we build one leg and then just have to go right back to the beginning and start again. But that is the nature of the beast. Otherwise, he's going to be one-legged and he'll be hopping around and we can't have that, can we? Or driving around in a circle. And that was really good. So that's what we're doing. And that's what we're doing next. You want to tell them about your wood, didn't you?
Yeah.
Go on then.
So about that, I want to do another channel where I build cool wooden models. Because you see here, Dad, can you pass me that? I built this by myself quite a while ago, and I really liked building it. And
it's Dobby, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Dobby. And it was really fun. A bit accidentally broke, but then we fixed it. We fixed it. Yeah.
Wood's quite forgiving. What did you want to call your channel, Jack? Tell them.
I wanted to call my channel Jack the Wooden Boy.
Jack the Wooden Boy. So stay tuned, because at some point we will have the first episode, the pilot episode of Jack the Wooden Boy. I don't know, what are you going to build? Which one are you going to build?
I don't know, like a plane or something.
Plane?
Yeah. I might build a helicopter, I might build a frog.
Might build a frog. I build a lot of wood models. I build fairly intricate ones.
He builds like, oh my god,
boxes.
yeah. Because right there, he's got a music box that's like a solar system. And he's got this really cool projector that you hold it. And it's a projector that films. So you crank it.
But those ones are a little bit advanced. So what we're going to do is we're going to start small. Yeah. And we're going to build up to those. And then eventually you're going to be making one of those. Yeah. So that's the plan.
Because Dad has like a wooden shotgun there. And then he has a wooden revolver.
And we do have
so there's the revolver that blasts rubber bands. Is there a rubber band anywhere?
We're not blasting rubber bands. But it does blast rubber bands. So that's kind of... It's a rubber band gun. So we make fairly intricate wooden models.
Oh,
and Jack would look.
There's a rubber band.
We're not firing rubber bands. We're not firing rubber bands because I promised your mother we wouldn't fire rubber bands. So we won't be firing rubber bands. But yeah, so that's what Jack wants. Jack wants to build some wooden models, and I'm absolutely fine with that. But we'll start small. We'll build up to more intricate ones, and eventually we'll have you building an automata. Do you know what an automata is?
Oh, is it a bomb?
No, it's not a bomb. We're not building bombs. An automata is it's an animated character, so it's like a robot, but it's not a robot because there's only wiring or anything. But what we'll have is you'll turn a handle and the characters will move on their own.
What?
But that's what we're going to build up to. We're going to build up to. I think what we're going to do is there's
if it's a robot, then it should have wiring, but it's not a robot, but
I think what we'll do, we'll start off with some little wooden models, and then I think there's a Da Vinci model.
A Da Vinci?
Yeah, where you'll turn handles and a robot hand will draw a picture.
that's cool.
Yeah, that's all made out of wood, and we'll do that. We'll build up to that. Does that sound good?
That sounds fab.
That sounds good. So you can watch Jack's wooden odyssey coming to all popular social media channels soon. But back to R2. So the head's nearly done. We've got our first sensor.
Yeah.
We've got a bit more on the electronics. The leg is starting to look good now. And he's really starting to take shape, isn't he? But again, unfortunately, he is just going to look like bits for the longest time. We don't piece him together for a long time yet. But he is starting to take shape. Like, we can definitely see the R2 leg now. I mean, it looks like R2-D2's leg.
Yeah.
We can see we have an idea now where the foot's going to go.
So there's where the foot's going to go, the wheel.
Yeah.
And yes.
So it's starting to look like R2-D2 now, and that's kind of where we are. So it's the weird thing. Like, when we built Ecto 1 for the longest time, it looked nothing like Ecto 1. It just looked like a blue engine, and we had nothing to bolt to it.
Building it.
We're actually on part 102, but that's a story for another day. But yeah, so it's one of those things. So if you ever do one of these and you're looking at thinking, oh, this isn't really going anywhere, it does. All of a sudden, these things sort of come together and
because once you do the head, you're like, wow, that whizzes past.
It does. The head really builds fast, doesn't it? I find it's something quick, and as you can see,
I think it whizzes past because we do like 4 per month.
Yeah, we do. We do 4 a month. So typically, you can get this weekly. We get it monthly, so we get 4 in one hit, and then we just do the lot in one go.
Because it wouldn't be really quicker if we did it one at a time.
But if you are looking at one of these and you're thinking, I'd like to do it, but it seems a little bit intimidating, it's not. Jack's building this. I mean, he is building it with my guidance, and for full clarity, Jack's been on the tools for a while, so Jack knows how to use tools, so there is that.
A lot of tools.
But if you've got a screwdriver and you've got patience and you read the instructions, this is not complicated. So you can build
because some people don't read the instructions,
no,
and then they're like, "What? How do I do this?"
Yeah, right. So you just read the instructions. I know there's a very male thing of I don't need the instructions. You do. That's the whole point.
Because you're like, "Oh, I don't need sensors." No.
Yeah,
and then all of a sudden,
it don't work.
You fall off the stairs.
So this is an incredibly intricate robot. I mean, when it's done, it will have. It's got, I think, 8 sensors in it, so it won't fall off.
Wait, I didn't know it had 8 sensors.
It's got 8. So it won't fall off the edge of anything, it won't bump into anything, it's got projector built into it, it's got LEDs and diagnostic displays. It can be remote operated via an app, you can connect it through Bluetooth, and we're building every single component of that. And when I say we, Jack is building every single component of that, as you've seen. I'm not doing this for him, I'm just merely guiding him to do it as he's doing it, and that's it. So it's, if you're thinking I'd like to do it, Jack can do it, you can do it, okay? And it's fun. It's a hell of a lot of fun, and I can't recommend the R2 model enough.
If an 8-year-old can do it, then a grown-up could do it.
There you go. No excuse. No excuse at all. But I recommend this one a lot. The R2 model is a lot of fun. It's a bit weird because we've got, like I said, a whole box of bits that don't really attach to anything yet, but it will all come together at the end. So it's a good one. Out of the 3 that we're doing, we're building Ecto, R2, and Iron Man. Iron Man is a bit boring. It's going to look amazing when it's done, but to build it is dull. So if this was your first start out in these, you're not going to get the satisfaction from it. R2 is fun because you get
it's really fun.
You get to early doors, you get to see the electrics lighting up, you get to see the head taking shape. Yeah, you get to see all these things. And I know next month, November, we build the projector. So again, early doors, we're going to get to see it projecting the images of Luke, and Leia. We won't see Leia. Leia's not until the end. And then we get to test the engines. We get to test the motor. We get everything. So it's a good one. If you're gonna pick one, pick this one. Take your time with it, and we're always happy to help if you need it. We still have the Star Wars posters. If anybody would like a Star Wars poster, let us know.
Yeah, because we've been like...
We'll send it to you. We're not going to charge you for it. We don't want it. We'd rather it go to somebody.
It's no money, it's just free.
They're a very nice print on very sort of cotton paper. They're lovely. If you'd like one, let us know, and we'll send one out to you. And that's it for this month.
Anyway, they're really cool because, like, there's one of Luke, like...
That's it for this month. You gonna say goodbye, Jack?
Bye!
Bye!
See you
Catch you next
month.
time.